crumble into the sea, spreading clouds of dust in the hills after a 5.7 magnitude earthquake hit Christchurch in New Zealand. The epicentre of Sunday's quake in the country's South Island was 9 miles east of the city and just 9 miles deep, and has been deemed severe by New Zealand's seismological body GNS Science. It struck just after 1 p.m. local time, with beaches to the east of Christchurch busy with swimmers and surfers when rocks began to fall into the sea. The region, which is used to earthquakes, then experienced 40 aftershocks, although police said there were no reports of major damage or serious injuries, but there were some reports of liquefaction.
The third most powerful earthquake in Oklahoma's recorded history jolted the northern part of the state this weekend. The magnitude 5.1 quake centered near Fairview was felt in 7 states overall. Maria Villarreal has more on Oklahoma's dramatic spike in earthquakes.
The ground keeps shaking in Oklahoma, and more violently. This year already 140 quakes, 3.0 or larger, an average of 2.5 per day. Before 2008, the average was 1.5 per year. The small town of Fairview is quickly gaining a big reputation for large quakes. It was the epicenter of yesterday's 5.1 and just last month of 4.8.
It just kind of rattled, and got stronger and got stronger.
Geologist Todd Hallahan teaches at Oklahoma State and believes water disposal wells used after hydraulic fracturing is linked to the quake increase.
Unfortunately, we have a side effect that we're generating seismicity due to the injection wells. These are pretty startling when you feel them. There's now a lot of people experiencing them on a pretty broad scale.
Bringing you up to speed on our breaking news this hour, Indonesia has issued a tsunami warning after a 7.9 magnitude quake struck off the west coast of Indonesia. The warning is in place for West Sumatra, North Sumatra and Aceh. The epicenter of the quake was 808 kilometers southwest of Padang. It was 10 kilometers deep. The tremors were felt in Malaysia and Singapore. There are no immediate reports of damage or casualties.
We begin with the deadly tornadoes. Homes wiped out from Texas all the way up to Pennsylvania. More than 30 confirmed tornadoes now, this one in Kittrell, North Carolina. Tens of thousands without power at this hour. Another twister captured on camera right there, and word tonight that among the dead, 3 people in Waverly, Virginia, including a 2-year-old boy.
A rare tornado outbreak from Texas to Pennsylvania.
It was like the whole house kind of shook.
The first ever deadly tornado in Virginia in the month of February. The governor there declaring a state of emergency after a tornado tore through the town of Waverly, killing 3, including a toddler. David Root and his wife Susan took cover in their storm cellar.
You just heard the rain pounding into the storm shelter really, really hard.
When it was all over, Root found victims, his neighbors, tossed 300 yards from their mobile home.
150 yards in the grace of God are what separated us from losing everything.
Take a look now at Waverly, Virginia, where a state of emergency was declared. 53 reported tornadoes in just the last 48 hours. They stretch from Texas up to Virginia, and at least 8 weather-related deaths and more than 70,000 people without power this morning.
Overnight, a tornado emergency. Twisters touching down along the East Coast. A state of emergency issued in Virginia after a tornado went tearing through the farming town of Waverly.
Syrian government has accepted a US-Russia brokered ceasefire deal with a cessation of hostilities to take effect from this Saturday. The agreement comes after months of negotiations to bring the battered country some semblance of peace after nearly 5 years of conflict. Well, all sides in the deal must indicate by noon Syria time this Friday whether they will comply with that truce. It excludes, of course, Islamic State and Al-Qaeda's affiliate, the Al-Nusra Front, as well as other terrorist organizations designated by the UN Security Council. Russia, Syria and the US will continue their airstrikes against those groups.
International condemnation is guaranteed. And yet North Korean leader Kim Jong-un still persists with satellite launches, which the West sees as veiled missile tests. Why? First of all, Pyongyang has never really allowed criticism or even UN sanctions to allow it to deviate from its chosen path. Kim Jong-un has inherited this space program from his father, the late Kim Jong-il, and he has accelerated the progress. He has pumped billions of dollars into this program. He has opened a new satellite control center, he has updated the launch site, and he's attempted 3 launches in just the last 4 years. Pyongyang insists that this most recent satellite launch is peaceful. If so, what exactly does Kim Jong-un get out of this? Well, a working satellite can allow for broadcasting, for mapping, for weather forecasting, and of course, for gathering intelligence. But if, as much of the world suspects, this is in fact a front for a long-range missile test, the benefits for the North are even greater. A rocket that launches a satellite is essentially the same as a rocket that would launch a nuclear warhead. To progress, you have to test, and Kim Jong-un's scientists would learn something very valuable from each and every satellite launch, even if it wasn't deemed a success. So what about the timing? Kim Jong-un holds a very rare party conference in May. The Workers' Party Congress has not been held for 36 years, and to be able to boast about not only a nuclear test but a satellite launch would strengthen his hand. As for repercussions, Kim Jong-un may not be too concerned about that, considering the international differences of opinion when it came to how strong UN sanctions should be following the January 6th nuclear test.
On Sunday, the South Pacific island of Vanuatu experienced a magnitude 7.2 earthquake, triggering the possibility of tsunamis in the South Pacific Ocean. The South Pacific Tsunami Warning Center said that the quake struck at 8:23 in the morning at a depth of 6.2 miles. So far, there have been no reports of damage on the island or from any resulting tsunamis. While earthquakes are common to the area, they do not always cause severe tsunamis.
An earthquake measuring 6.6 on the Richter scale has shaken parts of Pakistan, Afghanistan and India. At least 6 people have reportedly been killed and 46 wounded here in Pakistan. Residents left their homes in Islamabad and Kabul when the tremor struck. Buildings swayed for more than a minute in both capitals. The epicenter was in remote northeastern Afghanistan at a depth of 201 kilometers, close to the borders with Tajikistan and Pakistan.
A strong earthquake shook Myanmar. It had a magnitude of 7.0. The quake was also felt in China, India, Bangladesh, and Nepal. No reports of casualties or major damage. At least 6 people died in Pakistan last week in another strong earthquake that shook Central and South Asia.
We begin with the deadly earthquake and that warning tonight that more powerful aftershocks could be coming. The 6.2 quake striking after dark in Japan, and then several violent tremors followed, sending walls crashing down, emergency teams right there running to find those trapped. This scene captured inside a Japanese newsroom, everything shaking there. The death toll expected to rise tonight, the images of the families huddled in the streets, and now the urgent search for the missing. ABC's Matt Gutman with the images coming in tonight from Japan.
The shaking so violent it spun the security camera like a top. It's footage a bouncing blur of city lights and fires. Japanese emergency officials say multiple people were killed, many hundreds wounded when the magnitude 6.2 quake struck at 9:26 p.m. local time right under the city of Kumamoto.
A Fox News alert from Japan, where the U.S. Geological Survey now reporting a 7.0 magnitude earthquake rocking the southern part of the country after a 6.5 quake killed at least 9 people there yesterday and injured more than 800 others. Meteorologist Rick Reichmuth has more context for us. Rick?
Yeah, you know, interesting. Generally, when you see an earthquake